Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7, Episode 4, Out of the Past, which I don't think means we're coming right out of the past yet. I haven't seen any spoilers for this episode, but I have seen that it's a noir episode, so it's all in black and white, which I guess is why Coulson's eye went grey. He's going to wake up, but he's going to be seeing things in black and white, and then we are with him. And also I think that Sousa is still in it, and that this episode is maybe tied into his death slightly, but again, that was kind of stuff that was promoed about the episode. I am so excited for this show. If you would like to watch this as an unedited reaction, please check out my Patreon, where you can also request pilots, request shows, and see unedited versions of everything I react to. And yeah, I'm very excited about this show. I'm really sorry if my reaction is maybe not quite as expressive as maybe it often is. I've been having a really hard couple of days with my CFS, but I am feeling a lot better now. I wasn't thinking I was going to get to this episode today, and I am. So yes, I'm very excited. So let us go. Oh, I love the music and the voiceover.
Believe in it. That fate's gonna catch up to you.
Oh dear. So it is his death.
I thought I shook you.
Well, we're fixing that. I mean, maybe we're not actually fixing that. I don't know, but this makes me sad.
Sometimes the hero has to die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I don't like that kind of story, though. We like disable the heroes, please.
It was the day that made Daniel Sousa a legend. Every recruit learned about it.
Sweetie.
His final mission became the first fallen agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, that's too sad. Let's not focus an episode on that unless we fix it. They've already messed it up though if he's doing this.
Had been knocked off course.
Yeah. Oh no, do I have to try and make sure Sousa dies? No, thank you. Where's everyone else?
Bitch.
Enoch.
I hope I'm not boring you, buddy.
Enoch.
You are a paying customer. I am fair and happy.
Enoch, we love you. We've missed you.
Tale of misery.
We'll have to link up with you later.
Oh.
Right now, I'm hoping you
Sweetie, we will link up with you.
Plenty of time for a lonely chronicom to build the hardware to.
Fantastic.
Oh, sweetheart. Enoch's a lonely chronicom.
Proceed with your saga of struggle.
Right.
Oh my god, I really want someone, if I'm ever telling someone a sad story or something, I'm going to say to them, someone ever talking to me, you may proceed with your saga of sorrow.
On the 510 to Los Angeles.
Back on a train. The last time we had an episode on a train, it did not end well.
Don't have very much driving experience.
Yeah, why is he driving?
Were women allowed to drive?
Yes, of course. Why would you?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, the past is a terrible place.
Really stylish, but it was so sexist and racist. But the 50s, though.
No. Still the
Still
same.
pretty sexist and racist.
Yes. And the
It always
2020s.
gets better, just never fast enough.
Yep, pretty
Some
much.
things never change.
Can't hurt to try though.
That's exactly it.
It could.
I'm stressed because if things are out of whack, then maybe the people that ended up killing Sousa are going to be around sooner. Please be careful. I mean, there's probably just faceless body and maybe family here, but there also could be bad guys. I'm stressed. Because, you know, Deke has my heart, but he does not have the training. And Yo-Yo is struggling with herself and she hasn't had time yet. I mean, I don't think they've slept since they went on that mission to defeat Izel. Now, if you were a faceless man in the bath, where would you be hiding your secret science project? I wonder, what is the device that he transports to Stark? I told you that the bad guys might be around already. The bad guys are around already. Deke, my love. Deke, my love. Do they think he's a scientist?
Doesn't look so special.
Bad, 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 very bad. Very, very bad. Bad, bad, bad. Definition of very bad. Supremely bad.
News was the package was now.
Trains are bad news for S.H.I.E.L.D., okay? Can't do with all the tracks. It's hard because as an agent like Sousa, you'd kind of trust Coulson because he seems to have the right information on everything, but you'd be so on edge that he could be a bad guy.
Nothing to worry about. The person I was looking for was looking for Deke.
Yep.
She wasn't gonna find him.
Well, that's not a
Get
nice...
the package anytime soon.
Coulson, you're being very ominous right now, okay? I'm stressed.
I am pleased word of my
Sweetheart, we don't have
presence
time to
has
talk
gotten
to you, but we love you a lot,
out. Your
okay?
call indicates it's time for me to join the
Oh,
team.
sweetie
and-
pie.
I need you to connect me to the Zephyr right now.
Yeah. Is the next time there's a phone call, is he just going to be like, the Zephyr, and just connect them and be sad? I'm sorry, Enoch.
The Rosetta Stone of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What is it?
Even the Zephyr. Wow.
May's showing a lot
Incredible,
of
isn't it?
emotion. Is May a Chronicom now? Does May have someone else's personality? I'm confused. What's up with me?
Track down Sousa.
I'll get that drink.
Susan, don't go for low, please.
Never touch the proposition.
What do they want? Because obviously this isn't their intended making things go wrong.
The humans you care about will slowly die out around you. I wonder how you'll feel
Okay.
in 1,000 years.
That's true, but Coulson could choose to deactivate himself after like 60 years or 70 years when they're all gone. When there's any people he loves that are gone.
Want to buy a drink for a lonesome gal?
No. You don't.
It's nice to talk to someone.
You don't trust people when they talk to you.
Accompany myself.
You will never be able to see what we can see.
I'm stressed because it's early in the season.
You need to work on your acting. I thought you'd be.
Come on, Coulson. Oh no. Come on, Coulson. Come on, Coulson. Come on, Coulson. Hello, Daisy. You do too. You're perfect.
You again.
Yes, her again.
Guys,
I like to see it. I love to see it.
Too late for that drink?
And here comes Coulson. Are they bringing Sousa with them?
Sousa's safe on the Zephyr until he could make his drop.
Oh, until he died. I don't like that.
We didn't tell him where we were
Pretty
free.
slick. Never seen a plane on top of a train before.
What's wrong with May?
Plane on top of a plane for that.
She's feeling strange emotions again.
May?
I'm fine.
Oh my god, what's wrong with May? Can we solve? I need an episode to
come
solve
with me?
this. Yeah,
Not yourself.
go with Gemma, please.
I don't think it's the Russians we're after this.
Hydra.
I think it's someone else.
Hydra.
I think S.H.I.E.L.D. has been infiltrated.
Oh, sweetheart, you're too ahead of your time. Yeah. I love that response,
How
yeah.
do you know that?
It's classified.
It wouldn't happen to be Malik, would it?
Yep. Hydra.
Sorry to break it to you. The
Yes.
kid we let live in 1931 had
Yes.
come back to haunt you.
Who you are. Because you damn sure don't look like a scientist.
Does he not remember him?
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, you got the wrong guy.
I mean, he can convince them he's a salesman, but they'll probably just kill him so there's no
Sounds
witnesses.
like you didn't look hard.
Boss is a little unhappy with you, but that's
Yep. Oh god. Oldie. I want to keep him safe. This is not okay.
He's gonna miss a toaster soon.
Eek.
We have an address. Well, it's easier to let a bad man live than to let a good man die.
Exactly.
It's catchy, and I wish I'd said it. But Agent Sousa.
It's also a fact you got a chance to fight another day.
Exactly.
If Sousa lives, we don't know what impact.
Can we fake his death and bring him to the present?
It was more frustrating that you won't tell me how you know what you know, or you're telling me
Maybe tell him and then they can help fake his death and then you can bring him with you.
It's just
I give my life for it.
Oh, she knows you would.
I have to do this, Freddie.
Calling him Freddy.
Nobody calls me that.
He
I
did.
did.
Oh.
1931.
He's gonna remember now.
Life began.
Glad life worked out for you.
Well, it looks like it has for you too. You get to walk out of here instead of being carried out.
Go quickly.
What were you doing in that house?
Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh
You're a
god.
Just looking out for my future.
Aren't we all?
Just go, Deke. Go, go, go.
Can't hurt to talk about it, May.
No, it really can't.
I'll connect you.
Oh, I told you he was gonna end up saying that. Poor Enoch.
The best friend that I have.
His best friend is Leopold Fitz.
I'm changing the mission.
Oh goodness, what's the mission gonna be now? Are we saving? Please tell me we're saving Sousa.
Johnson, will you join me?
Yes, she will. But someone watch him so he doesn't escape somehow.
I was excited about it. You were giddy. Only Simmons cares that much about stuff like that.
Does she sense other people's feelings?
This last
Is she like an empath? Is she an empath to other people's feelings now? Because she touched Simmons and then she got that
I
feeling.
felt confused.
And then the people bumping into her
Everything
were feeling
felt foreign and You
confused.
felt like strangers, but it was just for an instant.
And that was
And then
Sousa.
there was nothing and concerned.
Because Simmons is touching her. I'm so glad we've solved this. Well done, Yo-Yo. But we need to fix this though so she can at least turn it on and off and get her own feelings back.
You're not. No, listen.
Oh. What's wrong with Sousa?
When I felt Sousa's confusion, I felt something else too.
Okay, what?
We're gonna save him. We won't let him get near that place. We'll
Yes,
find
I'm
a
here
way
for
to
this,
talk
but what did
to
May
him
feel?
about the rest after.
Cool.
Daisy's on board.
history. Copy that.
It's the director's call.
I felt the need to what?
To what?
To run.
I told you he's going now. Without them, they want to save him. Because he doesn't trust them, because you wouldn't, because it's so overwhelming. And oh my god, Sousa, we're trying to save your life. I told them to watch him. Crazy canoe. I don't want this to happen, because if we've already decided to save him and then he still dies, that's even worse than if we were just always going to let him die. It's going to be the team. No, it's not the team. Oh god, unless it's the team. Oh, and then he wandered out here. I'm sorry, what's happening? Team, save him, please. Save him. Or is this a decoy?
Sousa completed his mission, died a hero. Just like what's in the history book. But not everything's in the book.
Yes. Yes!
I thought I shook you.
Well, yes.
I knew
To an
that.
extent later. Maybe.
We're the usual guys.
Day off.
Alright. Just get the body out of there before we're all soaked.
Is Sousa going to join the team now? Because that would be
Back
cool.
on the plane.
Or are they going to leave him
It's
someplace?
going to feel even better when my system was restored.
Oh, there's May. Is she going to touch him? Oh, hello.
Better.
It is better. He gets
Thanks.
to see his lovely May
And you're not
colour.
still
And
hearing it?
does it work with him?
That is.
Because he's an MD. She wants it to.
I get nothing off of him.
Yeah, just got a good look at the status quo.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Well,
No.
maybe next time we have the chance to change it.
Yeah, we changed it with Sousa. Hello, sweetheart.
Shield.
Yeah.
Future Shield. We're in a fight against body-snatching robots from another planet who want to wipe
Yes.
us out and take the Earth.
Yes.
The melting man you saw?
Why didn't you lead with that?
Do I really have to answer?
It's my situation.
You dead.
You're dead.
I don't feel so hot, but I know I'm not dead.
Well, history says you are. You're alive, literally, but to anyone not on this plane, you
Yeah,
were killed
I'm
at that
sorry.
hotel. I'm sorry.
It is better than being dead.
Welcome to life after death.
Coulson's a
I'll tell
fan.
you all about it.
We're not in 1955 anymore.
Nope.
He's taking this well.
Oh, not necessary, Mr. Malik.
Oh no, the
I was
Chronocoms.
left behind
Crap.
to help you.
Malik is going to be the bane of our lives.
Mr. Malik, as it is certain shield will destroy all you have built.
Actually, technically, he does
It is
that.
time to
His son does
prevent
that himself by getting high. Then just finishes them off.
By
Oh
doing exactly
no,
what I say.
no, this is terrible. Okay, so I really enjoyed this episode. I love the whole noir. I keep not being able to say that word. Noir feel. The black and white, the music, the voiceover, everything about it was just perfectly done. And it still felt like a normal Shield episode. Like I kept forgetting it was in black and white. I did generally catch myself at one point thinking, must have been funny for the cast to film in black and white before my brain caught up with the rest of my brain. It was like, not how that works. It was just. I'm really glad that like we are recognizing that there are parts of history we can change and parts of history we can't change. And like you can change history if you don't like you can save Sousa without changing history. You know, my personal headcanon for the end of this show is that they're going to time jump shielded so no one can see them to when Lincoln and Hive blew up. They're going to teleport into the ship, grab Lincoln, teleport out. The ship blows up, Hive dies, Lincoln is saved, and just comes to 2020, you know? So, back on Earth, Daisy thinks he's dead, the whole team thinks he's dead, nothing changes. That's how my head is finishing this season. So, I'm glad that we've had that in effect with Sousa. We can now do the exact same thing with Lincoln. But I'm so glad we were able to save him because, you know, with the first episode it being like, okay, cool, this guy's going to cause millions of deaths, but we have to let him live. I'm glad that we were able to find a workaround with regards to Sousa. I mean, with Malik, you could maybe argue that if someone else had dropped off the vial, maybe we could have killed him. You know, I think there wasn't time to come up with a proper plan there, but I'm really glad that Mac was open to coming up with a plan here, that Cole's went along with it, and that we kind of can see that, like, you know, Daisy is very firmly in the side of if there is a way you can change history for the better, we should take it. Yo-Yo seems to be leaning that way. Mac is very much kind of taking a very rational approach to either side, and Coulson is very much, I mean, he's brought on board for the history side. So I'm so relieved we were able to save Sousa without destroying his legacy, and obviously that is crushing because all of his friends and family think he's dead and he has to know that they've been mourning him all that time and that he'll never get to see them again. But given that the alternative was being actually dead, he is in a better place. And I mean, I'm looking at this and thinking, are we going to keep him? Like, is he going to be on the team for the rest of the series? Because I did not expect that. And if he is, I am here for it. I love Sousa, I love Agent Carter, so, you know, any piece of that we get to keep, I'm here for. Or is he just going to end up dumped in the 60s? Because I think I maybe saw something about someone talking about, I mean, there's music or whatever, so are they like Woodstock or whatever? I think, okay, that was annoying, my camera froze and I had to restart it. Where was I saying? I think someone commented maybe on my reaction from last week saying that they thought we might catch up with Enoch in Woodstock. So I'm assuming, because we obviously had the music, the next week will be Woodstock, which makes sense. We're kind of hitting like big historical moments. I'm very intrigued at what S.H.I.E.L.D.'s involvement with that is going to be, but you know, I'm excited as always, and get to see people in like, you know, that kind of dress. It's going to be excited, their period clothing. But yeah, Sousa's storyline is now fascinating. And yeah, I think it was such a relief that May was open to talking, that, you know, Yo-Yo pushed it. Hopefully now, if someone wants to sit down with Yo-Yo and get her to talk through her emotions and what she's feeling, like why her powers aren't working, what happened with the Shrike, that is important. But also we need to figure out how to fix May. Now, there's nothing wrong with May, you know, like it's not like May is broken, but she needs to be able to have her own feelings, because feelings are such a part of what makes us us and what makes us human and what makes us who we are, how we react to things. And if she only ever feels things by touching other people, she's never going to be able to process Coulson's return and like actually care about the rest of the team. You know, she will in the sense of, oh, it's my mission to go keep that person safe, but you know, like if she had to hurry because someone was going to shoot Daisy, she would be like kind of, oh, okay, maybe she'd actually be better, there'd be less emotion in it. But you know, like she needs to be able to care for the characters and just for herself to live, you know. May has been, especially in season 1, there were lots of jokes from Sky about how she was emotionless and she had no feelings, but May always had so many feelings. I'm so glad we're at the bottom of probably that it's linked to her being in the planet from that Izel was from, and that she's worried that she feels things on people will touch her. I'm so glad Yo-Yo figured that out. But now we need to figure out how to tweak that and fix that. Similarly, we need to figure out what's wrong with Yo-Yo. So I'm glad that we've made progress there. I was thinking it was going to take us a long time to figure out May. Like, we haven't solved the issue, we haven't made it so that either May loses that ability and gets her feelings back, or just May gets her feelings back but is still an empath. You know, it would be just sort of like being an inhuman if she could just sense what people are feeling. So yeah, I am so relieved about that, but also it's a long road yet, even though we've only got like a few episodes left. So sad. I'm really glad, like, I think it's quite funny how every episode they're like, we can't disrupt the timeline, and then someone gets brought onto the Zephyr. Deke, this episode, I'm still, like, reveling in the fact that we're actually getting to see Deke as a character. Deke grow, Deke be a functioning, he still is daft, he still says stupid things, and that face-off with Malik was terrifying. I didn't think he was gonna die or get left behind or anything, but you never know for sure. So yeah, that was stressful. And I like kind of Malik let him go out of like sort of weird like bad guy code respect, but he now has a bloody Chronicon with him who's gonna help him dismantle S.H.I.E.L.D. I feel like by the time they land in Woodstock or the 60s or wherever they are, which I think is Woodstock, they are going to be in a S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be in a much worse position than it was. The Chronicons have probably managed to change the future in lots of subtle little ways, because they can tell Malik, oh yeah, that S.H.I.E.L.D. agent's going to be great one day, and he foils a Hydra plan, bam, he's dead. Oh yeah, you see that little girl over there, she grows up to be a great scientist of S.H.I.E.L.D., bam. You know, there are so many ways that the future could change in the ways that our team have been avoiding doing by killing Malik, that Malik will now have been able to do. It depends how the Chronicom's plan works, whether he's just setting things up. So I'm very stressed and intrigued about what that's going to do and how that's going to affect the team. Are they going to have to also cause big waves to try and shove history back on the right track? I am intrigued about how long we're going to spend time hopping. I mean, we've kind of like 30s and 50s, then we're in like 60s, 70s. I actually don't know when was the cause. I just know that it was like hippie time. I'm a history student, but I mean, I was a history student. I love history, but I much prefer medieval history to modern history. So I don't know how many episodes, I mean 13 in a season, are we going to have to spend like the first half of the season time hopping and then the second half will be back in the present fighting the Chronicons? I feel like maybe we won't meet Fitz again until then. I know Ian asked for some time off, I know that's why Fitz isn't in it, and potentially Fitz is with the real Gemma, though, oh no, of course that May felt something from Gemma, so Gemma's not a Chronicon, she is Gemma, she's just a bit stern at times. That has solved that dilemma. But oh, this was another really good episode, and I'm so sad for Enoch. I knew it was going to be that eventually he was going to be like, I'll pass you over, I'm alone. But it just, there was such a time-sensitive mission that they couldn't be there for him, they couldn't get him, and they will this time at Woodstock. They'll find him, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not sure, but I want them to. I think as well, like, not as well. Where are my thoughts? I had a thought and now it's gone. One thing that I genuinely think is that these characters have not had time to sleep, have they, since they went on that mission to stop Izelle. Like, snatches of sleep maybe, but they've been pretty full on with these missions. So I'm like, are they ever going to get to sleep? How are they sleeping? Have they had time to sleep and I'm just not thinking it through properly? I'm concerned for their health. I'm now going to be doing a health and safety inspection on the SHIELD team. Chronicles don't need sleep, that's the problem. I'm glad that Coulson is being able to see the benefit of his abilities and kind of that he's useful being Chronicom. He's super strong, he can take a bullet, etc. But it is true what that Chronicom said to him about how they're all going to die one day. And that's why, like, I'm not saying Coulson has to live forever if he doesn't want to. I mean, that is a whole saga of being immortal, like, you know, in various fantasy things, or like, is it good or is it bad? Because everyone you love dies, but you get to live forever, so you get to have lots of people you love. But I don't think Coulson should, at the end of this season, ask to be deactivated, personally. I think that he should be with them until everyone, like, you know, they will all grow up. They're all fairly young, you know, in their 20s to 30s, the majority of them. So he'll have a good 50 odd years with them before they die. And then there's every chance. I mean, okay, they're agents, so they're not necessarily going to settle down and have kids or whatever, but they might have children. And if any of them do have children, then he'll be able to be with them. And there'll be new, younger agents that join the team in the same way that, like, other people have joined. Like, I think there will be reasons for Coulson to live, and I hope that this season doesn't end with him. I mean, because I will respect his decision and understand it if it does end with him deactivating himself, but I really, really, really hope it doesn't. So yeah, this was a fantastic episode as always. I cannot wait for next week. I love this show and I'm in complete denial about it ending. So yes, thank you for watching.